Good morning, how are we all doing? Pete here, Friday morning, 24th I think of May. Just out on the Himalayan for a little ride. Right, negotiated that horse. Yeah, we're just heading up out through the lanes. I've got a couple places I want to go. I want to pop to Newquay. I've ordered a pair of shoes from Mountain Warehouse and they've arrived there, so I thought, well, I'll go in some walking shoes. I'll go over there and I can try them out first of all. I haven't been out on the Himalayan for a week or two now, so nice to get out on him, have a ride. Interesting, I'll follow Nathan the postman, I'm sure many of you do, who follow this channel as well, and bike stuff in general and off-road stuff. I see he's gone to Ireland on the new 450. Be interesting to see how he gets on. I think he's got a sort of a, I don't know, I mean obviously he'll come out and tell us, and he's a pretty honest sort of guy. He don't bullshit, I don't think so. And he doesn't seem as enthused as I thought he might be with the new bike, to be honest with you. And I must admit, when I rode it, I mean, yeah, it's a lovely bike, it's a peppy sort of motorcycle, but when I actually look at it, after all this hype about this new 450, what extra does it give you? Well, I don't think it gives you a lot more, really, to be honest with you. Depends what you want to do with it, I guess. Right, I'm going to have to pull up in a minute and stop, because my microphone cable from the GoPro is flapping around all over the place. I normally tuck it in a bit better than this, and I'll just get up here into the next village and stop and sort it out, so I'll end up pulling it out completely like I did the other week. Right, that's that sorted out. Now I've steamed up my glasses, so that's good, isn't it? We're doing well so far. It's par for the course for me, actually. Getting all in a mess. That's a bit tight, actually. So I'll pull it a bit. That's better. We're there now. Sorry about that. Yeah, going back to this new Himalayan and all the hype, I think Royal Enfield have probably missed a trick, to be honest. And I think they should have bought a 650 based on this bike, on the existing Himalayan. And that'll give the people who want to do more motorway work and stuff like that a better option, to be honest, because a 450 to me, I don't think, probably doesn't give you that much more than what this bike does. A little bit more, obviously, speed, motorway speeds, but When I rode it, I didn't find it that much quicker. Well, I think because it was still running in, so I went quite steady on it. So in my book, they should have perhaps brought out a 650, which they got the engine for. I would have thought. I don't know. They already designed pretty much the engine on the Meteor and the shotgun, so I would have thought they could have put that into an Himalayan. But that's just my thought, actually. Oh, it's so bumpy down here. But then this is what this bike's for. And as long as this bike keeps running, I'm going to keep it. You know, and I've had no major issues as such yet with it. Only I did have a little bit of the stalling problem. Of course, something's dead there somewhere. Oh, stinks and maggots. And I had that air flow sensor valve, whatever it was, that played up and caused me to have I've had a couple of punctures, well, one puncture actually, but it re-punctured after the repair. But apart from that, I've had no real issues with the bike, to be honest. Chucking it down with rain lots of times, you know, muddy, greasy roads, trails, and it just holds its line, it chugs along. It's not the fastest bike in the world, as I've said all along, but you know, it keeps up with traffic. And what more do you want, really? I can carry all my luggage, camping gear. And I went out on the Pan-European on Sunday for a little ride. I've done about 100 miles. And yeah, I do like it. It's a lovely, lovely motorcycle. And I'm not knocking it at all. But the problem with it, because it's a big bike, there's lots of places I'd be a bit hesitant to take it. You know, it's so much easier with this. Will I keep the Pan-European? For the time being. For the time being I will do, and we'll see how we go with it. Little Betty, which I was actually at one point thinking of selling, I can't. Got to keep the 350 Bullet. And they should, unless I buy something else as well, see me through my biking days pretty much. Unless I buy something new later on when I retire properly. But yeah, at the moment I've got this. I'll keep these running. I don't do a lot of miles. I keep them maintained well because I like doing the spannering pretty much. I can do pretty much most things. And YouTube's a great one for, you know, finding stuff out and whatever. On the right, on the left is Roach Rock, and I'll come and do a little film there. Up on the left is a rock, and it's like a little well, I don't know what you call it, a little hole, a folly, I think is the word, a folly. And apparently a hermit used to live up there. Now I don't know how true that is, but there you go, so they say. So we're now coming into Roche, or Roche as I say, because it's spelt R-O-C-H-E, and to me that isn't roach. Roach of the fish is R-O, look there it is in front, R-O-C-H-E. For me that isn't how you pronounce roach, so I would say it's Roche, be a bit posh. I don't know why they didn't call it Roche, it sounds a lot better than roach. There you go, just for me. Yeah, so we're popping over Newquay. I don't know if I'll go anywhere else. I might see my daughter. I don't know if my daughter's at work or not, so her and her husband run a tattoo studio. Well, her husband runs a tattoo studio, she works in there as well. Of course she runs it with him, you know, but it's his studio. So if you're ever looking for a tattoo and you're down in Newquay, look up Black Ink Rebellion, very good. Wayne will tell him you know Wayne's, father-in-law, is that right? Yeah, that is right. And he might charge you more. And my daughter does, she started doing a few tattoos now, so does a lot of ladies. I've got a whistling sound, but I think it's this crash helmet. I should really buy myself a much better one. I've got this one and I've got the bell open face, and this one's okay, it's a flip up one, but it's only a cheapish one I think. I've got an off-road one helmet which I don't really like, and I've only worn that one a couple of times. That's quite a good make one. I spent quite a bit of money on that one, but I don't really like it, so there you go. I'll perhaps invest in one. Oof, bleeding hell, road's closed. Ooh, see, there you go. I'm not paying attention, Peter, am I? And that's what happens when you're not paying attention. Talking to you on YouTube. And I will keep that in the video. Unbelievable. This coming Sunday I've got a ride out with the Saddlebags social ride up in well, starts at Launceston or Lanston as they say, they're locals, but yeah, I'll be going on that. I'm not sure what the weather forecast. I'd like to take the little Royal Enfield Bullet, I really would, but I don't know what the weather forecast is. It's sort of a bit little bit drizzly I think, so I don't know. I might do anyway, I might just take it. Always wash it, can't I? Now I was going to Newquay and now I'm heading towards Bodmin, so God knows which way I've got to go now. Excuse me. I should have gone back into Roach and done a right turn really, so I can flip round. What I'm going to do is actually go down the A30 I think. Oh no, I could go that way, could I? This is a bit... No, I ain't got the time today. I said I was going to go across country bits, but... So we're just going to go down the A30. And I'll probably stop recording in a minute for a little while. So this is a dual carriageway. It's about the only one we've got through Cornwall really, to be honest with you. Going to be busy this weekend on it because of the half term. So right now I'm up to 60. Up to 70. So yeah, goes okay. Pete here, we're just heading out of Newquay now. I've been over and got some shoes that I had to pick up. I did call in to see my daughter, but she's gone out, so excuse me, sorry about that. Now we're just coming up to Newquay Airport on the right hand side. Good little airport. I've been busy today with people coming on holiday, not an EasyJet plane there.